Most people split their personal and professional life. They experience this inner tension between their work and their family. And this is because there's a split within them. There's a division within them because they fragmented themselves. There's a part of them that they are suppressing. And without that suppression, there is simply full expression. And that full expression comes from you in your wholeness, you in your completeness, you in your fullness. And that's where there's no longer any division. There's no more separation, personal and professional, work and family. This is when you experience the harmony of the life that you are. Where your family supports your work and your work supports your family. Where your personal and professional have no line that divides them. You're not hiding anything. Your work is an authentic expression of what you are. And that includes your family life. Your professional life includes your personal life. This requires the integration of all parts of yourself so that you're no longer hiding parts of yourself where you keep things separate, fragmented. I can't show that. This stuff is business and this stuff is not business. This stuff is family and it can't be shown in this setting. But really, you in your wholeness, it includes everything. It includes all parts of yourself. There's no more hiding. There's no more holding back. Oh, what are they going to think? What are they going to think if I'm really authentic? What are they going to think if I just say it how it is? What are they going to think if I show this side of me that they have not seen? Well, see, that side of you that they have not seen is still part of you. And that's the part that you are hiding. That's the part that you are suppressing. And because you suppress it, you're not expressing it fully. And when you express it fully, that's what's experienced as your uniqueness. Because your uniqueness comes from your full expression. When you hide things, keep things behind closed doors, locked away, hidden in the shadows, because you fear exposing yourself by bringing it into the light to be seen, revealed, then actually in that suppression, you're actually sabotaging your own business, sabotaging your own family. The true you wants to be seen in its fullness. It doesn't want to be locked away, hidden. The true you wants to be embodied. It doesn't need to be seen. But it doesn't fear being seen. Because the true you has nothing to hide. The true you wants to live fully. And when you're suppressing yourself, there's parts of you that can't live fully, let's say it like that. They long to be lived. And because you fragment yourself like that, I'll only show this side of me to these people, I'll only show that side of me on these days. This part of me is too much. That part of me is too weird. What are they going to think of this part of me? That sort of split, fragmentation, actually prevents you from being unique. Your uniqueness is expressed as your wholeness. It's an expression of your wholeness. You and your wholeness are unique. There's no other. To be unique is to be one of a kind. You're universal. But that doesn't mean sameness. The universe expresses itself as uniqueness. Everything, every leaf, every snowflake, every cloud, every stone, every form of life is unique. God doesn't create any duplicates. And the God that you are expresses itself as uniqueness. And when you resist those parts of yourself, it's like holding back, it's like pushing down, it's like hiding, it's like avoiding. That suppression is fear. Fear of being yourself. So I always say, the fear of what other people think is really the fear of being yourself. And very ironically or counterintuitively, when you're simply being yourself, that's when you are unique. You stand out because you're not trying to copy anyone. You're not trying to create some carbon copy of someone else that you see. It's authentic. It's genuine. You're not being fake. You're not a replica. And when you're simply being yourself and expressing yourself, there's no more division within you. And that's reflected back to you as the life that you're living. There's no division between your personal and professional life. There's no division between your family life and your work life. You see how everything is integrated. And you experience that harmony. Where your work is your life and your life is your work. You see how these parts of you have been longing to be expressed without being compartmentalized, without being fragmented. They don't need any permission. Oh, can I come out today? I know you let me express on the weekend, but how come not during the week? That other side of me, how come it's reserved for only my closest friends, but not my colleagues at the office? Why aren't you just simply the true you all the time? Why do you shapeshift? Sort of managing, hello, your self-image to portray yourself in a certain light. If I can just keep this stuff hidden the way the light is shining, will only reveal what I want them to see. And like that, there's always a part of you that remains hidden, that longs to be lived fully in its wholeness, where it's not fragmented or compartmentalized. It's not separated from the other parts of you. To be fully integrated. Is to not hide anything, is to not avoid any part of you, is to not reject any part of you. But as long as you are rejecting parts of yourself, As long as you are suppressing parts of yourself, hiding parts of yourself, then a fully integrated life is just not possible. Because a fully integrated life is a life lived as the wholeness of who you are in truth, in your completeness, in your fullness. That completeness expresses itself fully. And there's no division, separation, split, fragmentation, compartmentalization. There's none of that. And ironically, this is what you actually long for. You long to live a life without that split, that separation, that suppression, that fear. What would it be like to live without hiding? What would it feel like to live without resisting those parts of you that you fear others will see? Because it's not about others seeing those parts of you. But more so the fear of living as your whole self, in your completeness, in your fullness. It's not about them. That's just simply a projection, just like the projection of what other people think. It's not about what other people think. That's simply a projection so that you don't see that it's really about you, because it's only you. How would you live if no one was watching? How would you live if there was no other? How would you live if it was only you? What if it's only you?
Hi there.
Hello. And if it's only you, what are you afraid of? If you're afraid, you're only afraid of yourself. And wouldn't that be quite the joke? That you're only afraid of your shadow. Those parts of you that haven't been seen fully. Those parts of you that remain in the dark. And what if you see your shadow? What if you see that these parts of you aren't meant to be feared, but loved? Aren't meant to be rejected, but accepted? Aren't meant to be suppressed, but expressed? What if your gifts and talents are hidden in the shadow? What if those parts of you that you've been avoiding is what you've been longing for? Longing to meet. And as long as you are avoiding those parts of yourself, you can't meet yourself fully. As long as you are suppressing those parts of yourself, you can't express yourself fully. As long as you are hiding those parts of yourself, you can't be seen fully. And as long as you fear those parts of yourself, you can't love yourself fully. What if the life that you long to live is really about meeting yourself fully, experiencing yourself fully? Expressing yourself fully. What if the full life is really the full you? A complete life is the complete you. A life that is whole. Is all of you. If you're still watching this, it's because this message is resonating with you. Those parts of you, they feel seen, they feel heard, they feel safe. It's an invitation to meet yourself in your wholeness. Join me in the truth that you are.